Thank you for taking the time to watch our third video about the upcoming April 5th operational referendum. This video is going to be about the local tax impact implications and also about comparisons of our district's finances across the state into the regional area. Start out with looking at the question again. Remember that this question is for $1.3 million a year for 4 years. It is actually replacing the one that goes off the books here at the end of the 2021-22 school year for $1 million. Looking at the tax levy, we're at a very, very unique circumstance this year in that we're actually going to see a projected tax decrease next year, even if this referendum is successful for $1.3 million. A little bit about a tax history. This is a decline that we've been seeing for a period of time in our local tax levy, moving back to 2017-18. We actually had a tax levy in 2016-17 of about $10.1 million, the first year that we passed the elementary school. And at that time, we projected we would be able to see this continued decrease, which we have. Another key component I'd point out here is if you go all the way back to the 2015-16 school year, our levy was about $9.1 million at that point. So we're approaching back down to that level, and we actually, again, with this referendum passing, we would see that, again, this would drop down to about $8.6 million projected. All right. Now, obviously, moving out, this is the biennial budget we know about. Out here, we still don't know a lot about state funding. We do have some things built in there to project state funding out, but until the next legislative session, we're not going to know everything about the accuracy of those projections 100%. The mill rate comparison as we move out, this I think is important. People wonder, how much do I get taxed $1,000 per $1,000 of value in my home compared to other districts? If you look at it, we're about $8.07 per $1,000 of value in a home on average. Across this region, you can see this happening here. The idea of CISA is at 8.6. That's 39 school districts that we belong to in CISA 11. So we're well below the average when you look at the ideas of those 39 districts. A few statistics from the Department of Public Instruction that paint a pretty good picture of our district and why we're where we're at right now in seeking this operational referendum. 2020-21 school year, the last year this is available, Ellsworth ranked 302nd out of 421 school districts in revenue limit dollars per student or per member available to operate under. Without the $1 million that we had in place with the operational referendum, we would actually ranked 401st out of 421st. So very low when you look at the ideas compared to the state average of revenue limit dollars available per student to operate our schools. A 1920 statistic last year, this was available, is the state average of cost per member. So what are our costs compared to other districts? You can see the state average is $11,930, where we were actually at $11,080. So our cost per student for instruction, administration, support staff is $850 lower than the state average, all right? Then you look at the current statistics about operational referendums. People wonder, how common are these? There's actually 48 operational referendums happening across the state on April 5th. And you can see the statistics here for the last 2 years, that there were 65 of them operational referendums in 2020-21, and then also in 1920, where 69 of 97 operational referendums were successful across the state. So very, very common that these are happening as the budgetary needs of districts cause us to go back out to the voters for additional funds to operate. Talking about our website here, I've been reminding people continually, we have a lot of information out there about our website. You can click simply at the top for the referendum information, or we have it further on down the line here also, where you can again see this and a lot of other information that we continually update about the upcoming referendum. And again, thank you for watching this short video. If you didn't get a chance to view the first two, please go back and take a look at that, and go out to our referendum page on the website to be able to get as much information as you can possibly get. Thank you again.